Now, with all the stuff that is going on in the world today with the corona outbreak and the whole quarantine situation, it can be really challenging to stay positive. And as soon as you turn on the news, you often get bombarded with information that spreads both fear and panic. So my question is, can something good come out of this? And are there any positive things about corona? In this video, I'm gonna show you some practical things you can do to handle this situation better. So here's my story.
Living in quarantine isn't as challenging as you may think. Every day pretty much looks the same, and usually starts with me getting out of the bed. And since me and my girlfriend Nicole follow the social distancing guidelines meticulously, we make sure to always work from home. And because I always strive to be a high performer, I do everything I can to maintain my regular routines. So I start the day by taking a cold shower to really wake up, I style my hair and get dressed like I normally would. And to minimize social interactions, all my work meetings are held online. People often tell me that meetings online can be challenging, but seriously, I have no clue what they mean. And during lunchtime, I normally take a walk or visit the local outside gym. Not many people go here, so I think it's fine to bend the rules of social distancing sometimes. Just need to make sure to bring the hand sanitizer. And after a full day of productive work, we drive to the store to load up with necessities that are essential for our well-being. Like toilet paper, hand sanitizers, soap, and some pasta. Some people think that this panic buying behavior is immoral, stupid, unethical, and even extremely selfish. But I call it survival. So while driving home, relieved that we will have enough supplies to survive one more week, I start to wonder if there are any positive things with living in quarantine. It's scary that people are dying from this virus and that the economy is crashing, so as I got home, I really tried to keep up the good mood and stay positive. And since I'm a practical person, I decided to write down the positive things about corona and the opportunities. This would work as some sort of a plan to deal with my new reality, but also to remind myself to be grateful for what I have.
So when I first sat down to think about the corona outbreak, I realized how much our lives have changed in just 1 month. And I think it's both scary and fascinating how fast we humans adapt to new situations. And like I mentioned before, I always try to be practical and have a solution-driven mindset whenever I face a problem. But I honestly really think it was hard to come up with any positive things about corona. However, I did manage to write down some positive things and opportunities about living in quarantine, and I really think they could be valuable for many of you, and I'm gonna list these positive things based on our most important needs as humans.
What you see here is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Without going into too much detail on this theory, this illustrates our most important needs as humans, starting from the bottom with the most important. And whenever our reality gets disrupted, like with this whole corona outbreak, we as humans tend to go back to our basic needs. So I'm gonna present some practical things we can do to handle this situation based on our needs, and hopefully relieve some stress and uncertainty. So our physiological needs for survival are basic things like air, food, water, shelter, clothing, warmth, sleep, and sex. If you're fortunate enough to own a smartphone or a computer and you're able to watch this video, then I would assume that you have met most of these needs. So the first positive thing with corona is that we get an opportunity to stop and reflect on what we have and how fortunate we are on this side of the world, that we can meet all of these basic needs.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, what the hell are you talking about? How is this even relevant? People are dying because of this virus and you're talking about gratitude. Well, my take is that by showing gratitude and being thankful, not only do we feel better for the moment, but we also shift our minds to being more positive. So instead of occupying our minds with defensive and negative thoughts like, I'm so bored, I have to stay inside, or I can't go out and eat, or it's so annoying, I can't travel. So instead, by showing gratitude, we allow ourselves to be more open to helping others and actually finding solutions to the problems.
Here's the thing with gratitude. Showing gratefulness and really being thankful about the things we have or people we have near us force us to be in the present. The mind can only think about one thing at a time, so when we practice gratitude, we remind ourselves to embrace the present moment and appreciate what we have right now.
And for the past 2 years, I've had a routine where I start my day by writing down 3 things that I'm thankful for. And I really think that this has helped me to become a happier person because I start every day with showing appreciation and gratitude, which creates a positive feedback loop throughout the day.
So one practical thing that you can do starting today is every morning before going to work, write down 3 things that you're thankful for. It can be anything, big or small. And after a year, you will be able to see a pattern of what the most important things are in your life.
So let's move on to our second most important need as humans, which is financial stability. And now you're probably thinking, how the hell can Corona be positive for my financial stability? Let me explain. So I can imagine that many of you are worried about the world economy because of all the stuff that is going on with the Corona outbreak. And we can see that a lot of people are losing their jobs because of shutdowns. Restaurants, hotels, airlines are letting people go because of this whole Corona situation. And this has caused the market to crash. But on the flip side, for many people, this can be an opportunity to make money.
Disclaimer: I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research. I just share my own investing strategies. So the main concept with investing money in the stock markets is to buy when the price is low and sell when the price is high. It is nearly impossible to time the market, so it's best to just buy with the intention to hold it long term, meaning over many years. Because historically, the market has gone up 7% per year on average, but keep in mind that historical gains are no guarantee of future returns. An investment in the market can both increase and decrease in value, and you may not get invested capital back. However, the main concept to making money investing is to buy when there's blood on the streets and when people are panicking, like they are right now.
So I can imagine that you have a lot of questions right now, so I'll try to answer them in a short FAQ.
Okay, Nadir. Investing sounds great, but what about the people that don't have any saved money to invest?
Well, just like me, you can set up a monthly investing plan that will automatically invest a portion of your monthly salary into the market.
But what do you mean with investing in the market? What stocks should I buy?
So the easiest way to get a diversified portfolio is to buy index funds with low fees, which basically means that you buy a small share of the biggest companies in the world. And if you want more information about this, I'll provide with a link in the description.
But what if you're about to lose your job? I don't feel comfortable investing when I don't know if I'll have a job tomorrow.
Then first of all, if you haven't lost your job just yet, I would look into unemployment insurances to make sure that you'll get paid if you lose your job while applying for a new job. So in Sweden, we're privileged to have a system called a-kassa, which is basically unemployment cashier in English. And that's basically an insurance fee that you pay every month. And if you lose your job, you can get up to 80% of your previous salary while looking for other jobs.
So what can I do if I've already lost my job?
Well, I would try to acquire new skills that the job market is still in demand for. So I would look for like evergreen skills that companies always will have a need for, like sales, customer acquisition, which is basically marketing. And if you want to focus on marketing, then I would go into digital marketing, because in that way you can work from home. There are other skills like coding, web development. There's a lot of stuff out there.
And there's also some things you can do to improve the chances of getting a new job, like taking online courses or applying for schools that offer both theoretical and practical studies. That way, it will be a lot easier for you to get a job if you have the practical skills. And if you want some more ideas on different online jobs, you can check out the link in the description. Now let's move on from personal finance to the third opportunity, which is spending time with loved ones. Okay, so the third most important need for us humans is being loved and having social interactions. And you're probably thinking, yeah, good luck with that now that we have to live with social distancing. But instead of seeing Corona and social distancing as an obstacle, we can look at it as an opportunity to spend more time with our loved ones.
So many of you probably live with your spouses or partners, and now that most of us are working from home, we actually get to spend more time together. And I really think we should embrace the fact that we get more quality time now that we're in quarantine. So it's really an opportunity to do more stuff together, like eating lunch, taking walks, or working out.
And can you imagine how much time you're saving by not having to commute to work? For me, it takes around 40 minutes from my home to work, door to door. And also, we have to consider the time it takes to get dressed, pack your bag, set up everything when you get to the office, etc. So I would say that I save around 2 hours per day by working from home. So per week, that's 10 hours, and per month, it's a staggering 40 hours.
Guys, 40 hours is a full work week that I saved by working from home. Imagine what you can do with that time together with your partner or with your friends. Because really, social distancing might distance us from commuting and public venues, but really it unites us as well and really gives us the opportunity to spend more time with the ones we love. So, do I think everyone should work from home all the time? Probably not. But if we look at it from the bright side, we're saving a lot of time, money, and gas by working from home.
So after a long day of work and brainstorming ideas about the positive things with living in quarantine, I decided to spend some quality time with Nicole and watch some Netflix. Living in quarantine is our new standard, and I think we should all take responsibility to make the situation better. Whether it's donating equipment to hospitals or helping elders with buying food. And with all jokes aside, hoarding food and toilet paper is not something I recommend. Let's shop responsibly and show empathy. We're all in this together, and I really believe we will come out of this stronger than before.
So I didn't want to make this video too long, so I only showed you 3 positive things with Corona, or 3 opportunities. So what I want to ask you is, what do you think is the most positive with Corona and or living in quarantine? So I want to hear your thoughts, so post them in the comment field below. And also, I would like to keep growing this channel, so if you want to support me, then click the like button and subscribe, because in that way my videos will be shown to more people. And yeah, so I'm just gonna continue my walk and enjoy the sun, and then get back to my quarantine routines. So until next time, much love and happiness. Cheers, guys.
But you know we gotta slow